Welcome to the May 27th, 2026 regular meeting of the Common Council. We'll begin with public participation. Ask anybody in the audience or anybody calling in remotely to state your name and address for the record. Your speaking time is 3 minutes. And please address your remarks to the chair and not to members of the council or the audience. And I have on the list Mr. John Christopik.
Number guy.
It's now 7:50.
Am I the only one on the list?
Yes, John, you only have 3 minutes, though.
Oh, come on. John Christopik, 292 Linwood Street. Thank you for this opportunity. Congratulations all around for the increased state funding for the schools. Hope Sandra Sanford kept her job. We will be looking forward to results. And congratulations to the total funding for the Ellen Street project. Special thanks to Ward 4 council members, past and present, and a great job, Frank Chase. How was that job outlook for that chief operations officer? I know Mary's doing a fabulous job. It's been 2 years, 3 years. So the High Railer just sold $30,750,000 to the same buyer of the Brit. It's a private family office. In other words, these people have a lot of money and they don't need to be a corporation. If it was taxed at 70% of the sales value, that would be $835,000. I believe they got the sweetheart $50,000 a year tax break. They plan to introduce operational efficiencies and enhance the building's lifestyle offerings. What does that mean? And I'm wondering, have the new owners reached out to the city? You know, when you move into a neighborhood, you stop by the neighbors, say hi. The games politicians play. Hasn't hard-hitting New Britain been in the news enough lately? What's going on with Ward 2? A Republican lawsuit. Colin Osborne, he's an unaffiliate. No, he's a Democrat. Jamie Vaughn, table pending the lawsuit. There's 10 Dems, 4 Republicans. What's the big deal? Is this the Lords and the Earls again? The citizens of New Britain deserve better. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Christopik. Is anybody calling remotely?
Yes.
The last 4 numbers?
8490.
Caller with numbers 8490, name and address, and the floor is yours. Caller 8490, go ahead. One more time. Caller 8490, name and address, and the floor is yours. I think they've left the building, so. Does anybody else wish to address the council? Anybody?
Good evening. My name is Desiree Costa. I live at 193 Amherst Street, New Britain, Connecticut.
I wasn't supposed to be here tonight. I was at my granddaughter's spring concert, but raced here when I found out that we had a special meeting that nobody knew about until today. So I'm going to read to you the email that I sent all of you to consider for tonight before you were going to vote on the budget. No offense, Mr. Moriarty. If this council is prepared to fund new administrative positions elsewhere in the city, government during a challenging economic period, including a new deputy director position in Public Works, then the argument that the economy is too difficult to properly fund education becomes inconsistent. When the superintendent presented educational needs, many on this council questioned staffing, questioned additions, questioned expenditures, and emphasized fiscal restraint. That same scrutiny and standards should be applied consistently across all departments. I also asked this council to revisit previously proposed tax increases, conduct a serious reexamination of the amended April 17th budget proposal before once again placing the burden of austerity onto students, educators, and families. For years, members of this body argued that prior administrations repeatedly shortchanged the district and failed to properly fund education for nearly 2 decades. I agree. We agree on that. Many current elected officials campaign directly on promises to prioritize and strengthen public education funding. The mayor himself said, I'm going to build a new high school, but I'm not going to fund the staffing you need for the high school? Now, while serving in positions of authority, some appear prepared to continue the same pattern that we criticized. I also want to ask very plainly, I know you can't answer, have members of this council actually met with the superintendent or Board of Education members to discuss their specific concerns regarding district leadership, budgeting, operations, or performance? Have meaningful conversations occurred? Have questions been formally investigated? Or does the rhetoric about failing districts simply continue to circulate publicly without substantive engagement or evidence-based analysis? Because the reality is that the district is showing improvement under the current leadership while operating with fewer resources and continued financial strain. If concerns genuinely remain, then elected officials have a responsibility, not merely to repeat criticisms, but to actively investigate them, collaborate, and participate in solutions. Public education cannot continue to serve as the easiest place to impose cuts while other departments expand. If this council believes there are operational or leadership concerns within the district, then address them directly, transparently, and constructively. But withholding adequate funding from students is not accountability. It is punishment imposed on children and educators for political disagreements among adults. The district needs do not disappear because funding them is difficult. Leadership requires making difficult investments, not repeating the same cycle of underfunding that previous councils rightfully condemned. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Constant. Anybody else wish to speak? Anybody else? Mr. Canzero.
I wasn't gonna, but Paul Canzero, 250 Hillhurst Avenue. Just real quick, I kind of agree. I walked in, I didn't understand. How come the mayor's at the podium? I wish there was a better notice about this. So, but what's done is done. But more about what happened, what is continuing to happen with the investigation in our city. It's a very, very sad situation. Nothing to make light of, nothing to be on Facebook about every other day by some people in this room thinking they're educating the public. I think that's not valid. Let the investigation go where it's may. I was here right after the probe in the 60s. You guys don't even know what I'm talking about. When everybody bought their jobs. And it took a long, long time to get that black cloud off of New Britain. And this might be worse. This might be worse. I understand we're not getting any applicants for the finance director. I wonder why. It really, really hurts. It hurts. Not saying anybody should get away with anything. What was done was done. Let the investigation finish, and then let things fall where they may. But this is nothing to make light of. Some of the memes are just very sad and very outrageous that I see on the post. But social media is social media. We have no control over that, except the people here are supposed to be professionals. Again, I try not to answer. Sometimes I get very frustrated, though. For me, it's a very sad day. So that's all I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Canzero. Again, I have no more names on the list. Nobody else has called in, or the lost caller has not returned. Does anybody else wish to speak? Anybody else wish to speak? One more time, anybody else? Seeing none, this closes this portion of the meeting. Invite any alderpersons to respond to what they've heard. Alderwoman Scott. I always look right and I should look left once in a while.
Thank you, John, for coming out, and I appreciate you coming. You come a lot, and you give good information, and I appreciate hearing what you have to say. It is super embarrassing what is going on, like on social media and stuff, and we do deserve better than this. What's going on with the whole filling of the seat, I believe it's a charter problem that we have. We should be electing that person to fill that seat, and I think that's why there's always this debate. It happened back when Manny Sanchez went. It happened again when we appoint another person. It's kind of awkward how we appoint people here, I think. That's just my opinion. And no, they did not say hello yet. So to answer your question, or at least not to me. And I'm so happy that the Allen Street, and congrats to Frank Chase. Desiree, thanks for coming. I really appreciate your passion for the education. It's definitely on the top of my list. I care more about children than anything else because they're our future. And so it is extremely important to fund. I had some things I wanted to say. I didn't get a chance. I agree, this was kind of rushed. I was rushed too to get here, and I'll be honest. And I did have some things I wanted to say. I didn't get a chance to say. I won't read all of it to keep everybody here all night, but that's the part that I do like about it. As a single mom, it's important to continue to look at things and prioritize your spending and make sure that you're trying to work towards. Sometimes you might not have everything that you need in that moment, but you work towards it. Like I lived that life.
They can't afford it.
So
They've been underfunded for 20 years.
right, it's a long time coming.
Please, there's no dialogue
Yeah. it's a
when
long
the
time.
council's responding.
When
And-
we're wrong, respectfully, Chair.
So it is a priority to me, 100%, that's right. And to fund our education it's so important. Our kids, if they don't learn, they can't be productive citizens in this world. So it's our job to make sure that we're doing the best that we can as a community to come together and work towards improving that. And Paul, thanks for coming. And again, like with social media, I don't agree with bullying anywhere, online or off. We just need to be kind to each other. And so thank you so much for coming. Thanks.
Any other alderpersons wish to address what they've heard in public participation? Anybody else? Alderwoman Maldonado.
I just want to say thank you to everyone that came up and show up. Desiree, I understand your frustration. I'm from Ward 2. We can connect, we can talk, we can see if we can do things together. I'm here, you have my information. And for the other ones, keep advocating. I believe in civic engagement, and there's a way on the other one, and this is the right way. Thank you.
Alderwoman Luna, Ortiz Luna.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So I ran on funding education. And I am a big believer in funding education. But I also have to protect taxpayers also. And not every resident has children that go to school. And we just can't afford to raise taxes. I know I can't afford to pay any more taxes more than what I pay. And then I just wanted to share this. It shouldn't take a community to come and advocate for education. It's a no-brainer, right? They do need money. However, there's more to the story. Me as having a child that's on a 504 plan, I've been fighting with my school for a year to try to upgrade it to a AIP plan. And I've been denied and denied and denied. So it did frustrate me when you have people here asking, we need more money for children in need, because I've been advocating for my son for a year and I'm getting no results. But with that being said, I believe that I did the right thing in voting for this budget the way it is. It addresses infrastructure, it addresses sidewalks, it addresses funding for education. I don't think we've ever received this amount of money from our state delegation. And that's the partnership that the mayor has with the state delegation. And that's why we were able to receive so much money. But again, we do have other projects that need to be done. And throughout the investigation that's going on, right? We're learning that funds weren't used properly the way they should have been. People getting, not paying what they're supposed to pay for interest, penalty fees, not paying their bills, and that affects a budget too. So again, next year, we'll be able to look at the budget. Again, hopefully we can increase education. Just can't do it. We can't make up 12 years plus in 1 year's budget. It's impossible without raising taxes. So again, we just have to play catch up little by little. Thank you.
Any other member wish? Alderwoman Delarnia.
I'm not quite sure what I want to say. I am frustrated. This was a last-minute meeting called. Where's the transparency for the public to come out and hear what transpired? We tried to add additional funding to education through an amendment. It was shot down. It would not have increased taxes. So I apologize for that, but we did try. And again, I'm disappointed that more of the public wasn't out here for this meeting to see what transpired.
Thank you, Alderwoman. I just want to say I share the frustration about equitable school funding at the state and local level. In our dialogue with the superintendent, he shared and we discussed the flatlining of that MBR over the last 12 years that I know you, a member of the audience, we can't have a dialogue, fought for on this council. But again, I want to reiterate, as Alderwoman Luna said, sustainability for schools is going to take more than a year. Once we balance the needs in operating the city as a whole, I think we've given certainty to the Board of Education, which meets, I believe, Monday night, on how they can reshape the budget so that frontline staff and student-facing, including the 49 untenured teachers whose names were read off on April 23rd, I hope we've given them certainty, and also the largest increase from the state and an increase in the MBR, which will be repeated year over year if I have a vote. So, but I think we need advocates, so we need the kind of advocacy we had this year to turn the corner. So thank you. I tried to have the last word to let anybody else? Hearing none, this portion of the meeting is over at 8:09. The regular meeting will begin shortly.
Having fun? Can members please find their seats? I call to order the May 27, 2026 regular meeting of the Common Council. The time is now 8:16 p.m. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Alderman McNamara,
Here.
Alderwoman Scott,
I'm here.
Alderman Simpson,
Here.
Alderman Smedley, Alderman Malinowski, Alderman Gibson, Alderwoman Delernia, Alderman Santiago, Alderwoman Barbosa, Alderwoman Vargas, Alderwoman Maldonado, Alderman Centeno, Alderwoman Ortiz Luna, Alderman Barrero. 14 present, Your Honor.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Madam Clerk, for the invocation, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
As we gather during this Memorial Day season, we honor the brave men and women who gave their lives in service to our nation. We remember their sacrifice and pray for the families who carry their memory with pride and love. May we also remember those who currently are serving in our armed forces, first responders, and all who dedicate themselves to the safety of others. Keep them protected and guide them in peace. And as this council prepares to vote on the city budget, guide them with wisdom and clarity, help them make thoughtful decisions that balance the needs of our community while serving every resident with fairness, responsibility, and compassion. Amen.
Alderman Santiago, any minutes?
No minutes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Alderman. Alderman Santiago for any amendments.
Yes, Your Honor, I make a motion to amend the agenda by withdrawing item number 5.
Second by Alderwoman Luna. Okay, Madam Clerk, for the roll.
Alderman McNamara,
Yes.
Alderwoman Scott,
Yes.
Alderman Simpson,
Yes.
Alderman Smedley, Alderman Malinowski, Alderman Gibson, Alderwoman Delarnia, Alderman Santiago, Alderwoman Barbosa, Alderwoman Vargas, Alderwoman Maldonado, Alderman Centeno, Alderwoman Ortiz Luna, Alderman Barrero. 14 yeas, Your Honor.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Motion carries. Madam Clerk, for any petitions.
Yes, Your Honor, there are 2 petitions. Petition number 1, to amend sections of the zoning ordinances related to residential and mixed uses to be in compliance with Public Act number 25-1.
Okay, refer to City Plan Commission and Zoning Subcommittee.
Petition number 2, to amend the zoning map to change the road district to T for properties located between Vine Street and Lexington Street to be in compliance with Public Act number 25-1.
Okay, refer to City Plan Commission and the Zoning Subcommittee.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Alderman Santiago for the consent agenda.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept the consent agenda item of A, B, and C.
Second by Alderman Borrero. Okay, Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Alderman McNamara,
Yes.
Alderwoman Scott,
Yes.
Alderman Simpson,
Yes.
Alderman Smedley, Alderman Malinowski, Alderman Gibson, Alderwoman Delarnia, Alderman Santiago,
Yes.
Alderwoman Barbosa, Alderwoman Vargas, Alderwoman Maldonado, Alderman Centeno, Alderwoman Ortiz Luna, Alderman Barrero. 14 yeas, Your Honor.
Motion carries. Alderman Simpson for item number 1.
Thank you, Your Honor. I rise to make a motion to accept and adopt item number 1.
Second by Alderman Santiago.
Thank you. This is a purchase of $46,341.18, and it is an annual subscription for our IT division. This will support us with our time clock technologies. I urge adoption.
Thank you, Alderman. Any questions? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Alderman Barrero for item number 2.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept and adopt item number 2.
Second by Alderwoman Luna.
This is to purchase an order from the East River Energy for motor fuel for the city of New Britain. It's utilized from the state of Connecticut under a contract which is a publicly bid contract, and I urge adoption.
Thank you, Alderman. Any questions on this item? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Alderwoman Scott for item number 3.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept and adopt item number 3.
Second by Alderman Barrero.
This is for the Willow Street Park Extension Project, and on March 26, 2025, the council approved the funds for the bonding to fund the expansion on the improvements of the Willow Street Park and the planning of the park, the city's Recreation Community Services Department, and the design construction support from the Public Works, Engineering, and the Field Services. New Britain is a member of the Capital Region Council of Governments, and one of the benefits of this is that it provides us with communities on the programs, and the city has determined that using this program and the local general contractor, Hemlock Construction, is the most effective, cost-effective way to complete the Willow Street project. And so the bidding did go out, and it comes highly recommended, and I urge adoption for the steps towards Willow Street project.
Thank you, Alderwoman. Any comments on this? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Alderman Barbosa for item number 4.
Your Honor, I make a motion to accept and adopt item number 4.
Second by Alderwoman Luna.
This is regarding the purchase of 2 Monroe snowplows for the city's New Britain Public Works Department at the cost of $31,370. It's on the city's account number 255315055-5741 under the various capital equipment fund, and I urge adoption.
Thank you, Alderwoman. Any questions on this item? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. All those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Alderman McNamara for item number 6.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept and adopt number 6.
Second by Alderman Barrero.
This is a regular report from the Revenue Collector's Office, and the itemized list is attached to the resolution for any tax abatements, corrections, and refunds that have been recorded over the last month or so. I urge adoption.
Thank you, Alderman. Any questions on this? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Alderwoman Ortiz Luna for item number 7.
Thank you, Your Honor. I want to make a motion to accept and adopt item number 7 and refer to the Committee on Administration, Finance, and Law and Public Services.
Second by Alderman Barrero.
And this is regarding an amendment to sections 2-566, 2-591, and 2-619 of the Code of Ordinances to align capital project bid requirements for greater consistency and efficiency, where we will have a more detailed discussion.
Your Honor?
And I urge adoption.
I apologize, just a point of order. Was that a motion to accept and adopt?
Believe so.
So it
Yes,
should just be
to
to
refer.
accept, correct, and refer?
Yes.
Accept, right, it should be accept and refer.
So you want to withdraw the original motion and then just make a motion to accept and refer?
I apologize, yes.
No worries.
So you're going to make a motion to accept and refer.
Yep, so the motion is to accept and refer to the committee.
And that was seconded by? Second by Alderman Barrero. Okay. Okay, any comments on this? Councilman Simpson.
Thank you, Your Honor. Remind me, which committee are we sending this to?
Finance, I would believe. Any? Okay, no other comments. Seeing no other comments, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say nay. Motion carries. Alderman McNamara for item number 8.
Thank you, Your Honor. I make a motion to accept item 8 and refer it to the Administration, Finance, Law, and Public Services Committee.
Second.
Okay, this is to accept and refer.
Accept and refer, yeah, this is the annual renewal and approval of a tax rate for the downtown district. The commissioners for the district met yesterday at their annual meeting and adopted a budget which can be reviewed in committee and then sent on to the council for 2026-27. So I urge approval of the referral for action in June. Thank you.
And that was second by Alderwoman Luna. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Personal privilege by Alderwoman Scott.
Thank you, Your Honor. This month is May, and it's blood pressure awareness and stroke awareness. And I just wanted to encourage everyone to have healthy eating, care of your mental, care of your stress levels, regularly go to the doctors and check on your levels, and also visit with your mental health providers. And today is a special day. It is Eid, so I wanted to also say Assalamu alaikum, and peace and love, and Eid Mubarak to all who celebrate. And I also want to congratulate everyone who came back from Mecca from their Hajj. This is a time to reflect on things, to give charity, to care about your community. So I want to encourage everybody to reflect on that and care about our community and be kind and loving towards everyone. So I just wanted to say that. So thank you so much, Mayor, and peace and love.
Thank you, Alderwoman.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn by Alderman Santiago, seconded by Barbosa. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. Motion carries. The meeting is adjourned at 8:28 p.m.